Hello, welcome to Create Your Magical Life, Day 2. Welcome. So I am being called to just do a few stretches, practices to just get you into your body. So we'll start with some shoulder shrugs, just inhaling the shoulders up towards the ears, squeezing, and then exhaling, letting them drop. So inhaling up, exhaling down, just kind of getting rid of some tension that we hold in our shoulders. That feels really good to me. So this is to just get you out of your head, get some tension out, get you into the body. Inhaling up and exhaling, dropping. So you can do that at any time. It's a great practice. So next, just a quick other practice to get us into a calm space. A few head rolls. So just rolling your head in a circle in one direction. You can close your eyes, again, rolling any kinks out, and then you can switch directions. And it just quickly removes tension, gets you into the body. You can keep going. It works better when you have your hair tied, so anyway, and you can come back to center, and we'll do a quick breath of fire. If you're not familiar with breath of fire, it's kind of like panting, but you want to do it through the nose. So it's a quick breath through the nose. You can feel your navel moving, and the emphasis is on the exhale, and the inhale happens naturally. So and this is also really, and you can keep going. I just can't talk and do it at the same time, but it's a very cleansing, detoxifying breath. Also just brings you back into the present, helps you let go of any stress. So these are just a few quick practices that can help you shift your energy, get rid of tension, and all that. So anyway, now we can get started. So I just wanted you to trust that you are at the right place at the right time. You are in the perfect place at the perfect time. And this moment is divinely orchestrated for you. So that's just a belief that I'm practicing as well, that, I'm always in the right place at the right time. So my name is Sonia. I'm Sonia Patetska, and I am a coach, a human design reader, and a Kundalini yoga and meditation teacher. So aside from that, I have my master's in business administration from NYU and an undergrad degree in biochemistry and French literature. I'd like to include that, preface my lives with that, because I feel like it's important to know that as a coach, I have all these different experiences. I have worked after college in immunology research. I was pre-med in college. Thought I was going to go on to med school. I decided to go to business school, and then after I had a career in the corporate world in sales, account management, relationship building, and marketing. So I have all these experiences that I draw from. Aside from doing all the personal growth programs and work that I've done, I have all these experiences to draw from my corporate work and my traditional kind of education. So, you know, and you can see if you know human design that I'm a classic manifesting generator, just kind of have tried a lot of things, changed directions a few times, have a lot of different passions. So, so yeah, and, you know, I am here because I want to help as many people to live in alignment with themselves, their truth, their intuition, and really manifest the life of their dreams, create their magical life. Hi, Manu. It's been a while. Yeah, and really, I want to help other people live their purpose because, you know, for many years I felt like I wasn't living my purpose, and yeah, I know that it's really hard, and I want to help empower people to take action from an aligned space, take inspired action towards their dreams, and create their magical life. So it's really my life's mission to help as many people as possible to live their bliss, because that's how we change the world, when each and one of us is doing what we're really best at, what comes easily to us, what comes naturally, what gives us energy, what we enjoy. That's when, you know, we change the world one by one. So I support my clients in creating shifts in areas of abundance, body, confidence, self-worth, and really I help people to trust themselves and their intuition. So my intention for this training is for you to receive clarity on the next steps in creating your magical life. And I also intend for this to be light and fun and inspiring. And this is my intention, this or something even better for the highest good of all. And if you have questions throughout the training, whether you're watching live or the replay, you can just pop them into the comments and I will answer them either now or after the training. So I want to talk a little bit more about the tools I've used myself and with my clients to create my magical life and to help others create their magical life. So I'm going to mention a lot of mindset and awareness tools here, and the goal is for those to kind of create new neural pathways, to change, you know, your thinking to a more resourceful way of thinking, for you to really help you feel better and create this new reality on the inside first, and that really makes taking action in the outside world much easier and more effortless. So the first tool I use that I learned from some of my coaches is awareness exercise. So just being, you know, a non-critical observer, a non-judgmental observer of your thoughts, of your beliefs, of your emotions, of your patterns, the meanings you assign. Hi, Maria. The meanings you assign to things. For example, you know, if, you know, I don't, for example, get the job or the partner that I want, I can assign the meaning of like, oh, that means I'm not good enough. And I've done that a lot throughout my past. So, or, you know, it means that I'm not worthy. Whereas it could just mean that, or it doesn't have to mean anything. It could just mean that that was not the right person or opportunity for you. So, or that there is something or someone better out there for you. Hello, welcome. So if you find something you don't like, because you're gonna find a lot of things that you don't like when you get into the habit of checking in with your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, the meanings you assign and all that throughout the day, you're gonna find stuff that is maybe unpleasant to look at, but just, again, coming back to the non-judgment and knowing that it's just you're collecting information, and awareness is really the first step. And eventually you will catch yourself throughout the day. You won't need the alarm. You'll just catch yourself when you start going down an unhelpful path during the day. So, and with my clients, I do a different exercise, and I do it myself too, every week. So we can start with, thinking, and then, any beliefs that you notice. And as you do this, you will become more aware in choosing more resourceful thoughts and beliefs. So, and this is, this is a process. So, and you might notice that, when you start changing, or at least becoming aware of these beliefs, and then eventually changing them or thoughts, there will be some chaos, because your ego will be like, well, I don't want to change. I want to keep you the same. And it can start yelling. Like, I've experienced that, where it's like my internal critic gets louder and starts kind of being more aggressive, and knowing that that's okay. There's always a little bit of chaos before things reorganize at a higher level, and just know that that's normal. So yeah, just becoming aware of anything that isn't serving. So recently, for example, I became aware, and this sounds like really simple, and I've been through this many times, like noticing that me not going to bed early and not honoring my my self-care and boundaries is just making me like feel down and exhausted, and really not in the way I want to feel. You might have to revisit things, like that's normal. So I want you to just think right now, throughout the past few days, have there been things that you're aware of that are not serving you, and not helping you create your magical life? So if you can write them down or just remember them, just become aware of that. And I really encourage you over the next few days, weeks, it's really a practice. So just setting that timer throughout the day to kind of catch yourself, what am I thinking about? What am I believing? What meanings I'm assigning? And you can choose, you can choose the first day to just do what am I thinking about, then other awareness exercises, and as you go. So if you have any questions about what like the right awareness exercises for you, let me know. And again, we'll move on to the next technique I use, which is questioning your stressful thoughts, judgments, beliefs, the assumptions, things, as I said, assigning specific meanings to things. So I use the technique of Byron Katie called The Work. So, and I've talked about this technique before, but basically it's just asking yourself, when you're thinking about something stressful, like, is this true? If you're thinking, oh, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, is it true? Can I absolutely know that it's true, etc.? And I go through the whole process for myself and with my clients, but the goal is really to explore other possibilities than these old thoughts that you keep kind of repeating on loop, and especially when something unpleasant happens, that you come back to those. So you're kind of just getting into a place of not trusting these automatic thought patterns that are unpleasant. So you're just exploring new possibilities of how to think about things. And so yeah, that's another powerful technique. And the next tool I want to talk about is practicing new beliefs. So that's really important. I help my clients choose new beliefs, to embody them, to practice them throughout the day, to write them down, create recordings, like however you can get these new beliefs in, however you can just flood your consciousness with these new beliefs, that is the way to go. So I want you to just reflect right now, very briefly, what is one belief that you would like to practice? And if you want to share in the comments, or you can write it down on your phone, journal, wherever, or just remember it. What is one belief that you'd like to embody throughout the day or practice? So one of mine is that everything is always working out for me, and no matter what it looks like in the physical world, there's so much more than I can perceive with my senses right now. Um, so that is one I practice, that everything is always working out for me. So hopefully you've picked a belief that you'd like. I'll give you a few seconds. And yeah, just remember it, write it down, repeat it to yourself. And again, like, after you do this work for a while, you just catch yourself when you go to those old beliefs of like, oh, this always happens to me, and it's gonna keep repeating, whatever your fear is. So the next tool is to visualize your magical life, your ideal life. So getting into a relaxed state. And actually, if you want to do that with me right now, so just getting into a relaxed state, and all you have to do is really take a few long, deep breaths. Center yourself, and right now, just imagine your ideal magical life being here, having all that you desire. What would that feel like? Just see through the eyes of that person. Just embody being that person that has all that you want. Where a life where your desires are done. They're here. And who are you, and what do you see? And how do you feel, more importantly? If it feels too hard, you can always come back to the feeling. So this is just a quick exercise, and it's really creating change from the inside out, and it always starts on the inside. So whatever you saw in those brief moments, just remember that, and know that you can always come back to it throughout the day, and practice this new reality. And the next tool I wanted to talk about is kind of reprogramming the past. So anything that didn't go the way you wanted to, and this is a tool several of my coaches have used. So anything that kind of, for me, it's like whatever makes me cringe, and we'll actually do this here. You just know that it's also changeable, that you don't have to be married to whatever happened, whether it was yesterday or 10 years ago. You can create new neural pathways by imagining that it went the way you wanted it to go. So anyway, so let's, again, taking a few deep breaths, and just notice anything recently that didn't go the way you wanted to, that maybe was unpleasant, and noticing those feelings. And when you have that, just imagine having it gone differently. So how would you have liked it to go? And just notice that. Imagine it going in a way that is pleasing to you. And again, note it down, or just remember it, and know that you can do this with whatever happens in your life. You can always revise and be committed to this new reality of your revision, instead of like the unpleasant thing that happened. So, and then the next tool that I like to use is just giving my body a message of safety, and that really allows healing. You connect to your body, you reinforce that message of safety, and we talked a little bit more about that yesterday, also connecting to what your body is telling you, and connecting to that intuition within your body, and I talk a lot about that. I talked about that yesterday, and also, I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but getting into the body, talking to your body in a loving way, treating yourself with kindness, whatever is going on, whatever you're experiencing in your body. So I use principles from German New Medicine, and I've used them to heal my body from many symptoms. So I want to mention some things I like to say to myself when I'm experiencing discomfort or I'm not feeling well. So I just tell myself it's okay. Things are always working out for me. I am safe. I am protected. I am supported. There is no rush. I can't screw it up. I get a million more chances. I can handle it. All is well. It's okay to feel however I feel. And when there is discomfort, I am healing. Like, discomfort and symptoms are a sign of healing, which is what German New Medicine teaches us. So really speaking to your body in a reassuring way, so that you're not kind of exacerbating the symptoms by freaking out about them. So that message of safety is really important. Well, in whatever context, but especially in creating a loving relationship with your body. And then I wanted to mention, obviously, meditation. So I share different meditations with my clients that are customized to their needs and preferences. I have a lot of experience teaching Kundalini meditations, which we did yesterday, one for perspective and emotional balance. Then in my last training on Instagram, my Abundance with Ease training, we did a Kundalini meditation for prosperity. So let me know if you have more questions about Kundalini meditations. I also do Yoga Nidra. My friend Kate has a beautiful recording of that. I'm also doing HoloSync. So HoloSync I'm doing every day, and that's kind of based on binaural beats, and you just kind of listen to it, and you don't even have to really focus on anything. So if you have more questions about HoloSync or whatever form of meditation, I also love guided meditations. Again, my friend Kate does a lot of them. So meditation is also really important for creating that message of safety for your body, but also creating new neural pathways and getting you out of that fight and flight kind of stress state and into a calm state where you can consider other possibilities and also manifest more easily. So anyway, the last tool that I use is journaling. So journaling about my ideal reality, about any challenges, also by getting out the negative thoughts and emotions onto the page, so that they don't become stuck. So journaling is a powerful tool. I know I had a lot of resistance to it, but I also like to journal about my intention. And anyway, if you need any help with journal prompts, definitely reach out as well. So all these mindset tools are all about practice. It's it's an everyday exercise. So it's not like you do it once and you're like done. And I also, this sounds like a lot to do, but what I encourage my clients to do as well is to pick out the few things that they're most excited about, that come most easily to them. So you can try all these techniques, and then, if you don't enjoy some, see if you can find a way that it's more enjoyable to do that, or just focus on other tools and practices. So all of these tools are really about, again, creating the change from the inside out, so that taking action in the outside world, you can take more aligned action. It feels less like you have to force and push things. Really, your reality starts shifting. When you start shifting your beliefs, your thoughts, the meanings you assign to things, and when you open up to other possibilities. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my Create Your Magical Life program. So it's a 3-month program. It's a one-on-one VIP coaching program, and it's tailored to your specific needs, whatever you want to focus on, whether it's your career, your body, your relationship. It's really customized to what your big vision is, to what your ideal is. And, my goal is to every day remind you of the power that you have and your ability to create whatever your desired life is. So, I am here to support you, to hold that mental picture of your ideal until you believe it as well. And the main thing you receive inside of Create Your Magical Life is my full focus, attention, energy, and really unlimited support. So the rest of the features are really just an add-on, but I want to talk about them a little more. So I'm a student of human design, have been for the last few years. I've been doing readings, and I think it's a great starting point. So in this program, we start with a 1-hour human design reading. You get the recording of it. It's usually on Zoom, unless you prefer the phone. And you get the recording and a special report of all the elements of your design, and it really addresses so much how to use your energy most effectively, what your unique flavor of intuition is, and where it lives in your body, how to make the best decisions for you, how to eat, how you best digest food, how you best digest information, how you learn, what environments are best for you, whether you're meant to have a routine or not, and whether you're meant to be specific when manifesting, and what gifts and talents are you have that you need to share. So anyway, the point of human design is just to get back to your authentic self and stop listening to the conditioning of the world, the programming you received, and get back to your true essence. So all my coaching is customized to your specific design, and I find it to be a great starting point and tool. And we practice living your design throughout the program. So the second thing after the human design reading is really the unlimited support that you receive over Voxer. So I found that waiting for calls whenever I was doing coaching with someone, or even with therapists I work with, I like to receive support in real time, so I don't have to wait for the call, because by the time the call rolls around, in a few days, you might already have processed it. So that's why I'm a big believer in real-time support over voice and text messaging over this app called Voxer. So you can send me any questions, things you're struggling with, things you need support around, and I answer as soon as I can. And if you don't reach out, I send you a message, and I check in and offer suggestions, and whenever you need support, I'm here. We connect throughout the day as many times as necessary, and you'll feel fully loved and supported, and in a really non-judgmental way. So in addition to that, we have a call every 2 weeks, a 1-hour call to check in on your progress, develop an aligned action plan, and you'll answer some questions before each call to kind of check in on where you are, and obviously all the mindset tools that I mentioned before. We choose the ones you're most excited about. So anyway, who is this program for? For people who are ready to commit to themselves, to creating their desired life, to really living a life that feels good to them, and people who are ready to invest in themselves, in terms of energy, time, and money, and are willing to try new things and new techniques, and do the inner work, as well as take the aligned action and people who are really ready to keep the habit of keeping themselves small behind and really ready to step into their power. So maybe, I like when people have tried a lot of different things, and I feel like when they start working with me, they really, it all comes together. So, I work with people who have tried different workshops and coaches and therapies, but maybe are still feeling stuck, or frustrated, or depressed, or have low self-worth, and I feel like I can really help them by bringing it all together. So yeah, and it's for people who really want to feel really supported and are tired of beating themselves up, and just want someone to lovingly guide them towards how to create their magical life. So some results that my clients have had in the past is that they felt like they can just be authentically themselves and create more abundance in every area of their life, through just being themselves. So, and you'll also you'll feel more intuitive and be able to trust yourself, to take action, to know what is right for you, and you'll more easily manifest the right people and opportunities that are right for you. And you'll just feel more alive and joyful and present in the moment, and really, in your body, trusting your body, and you'll feel 100% supported and accepted and motivated to move forward and keep on this journey. So, and you'll really have the clarity on how to create the life you desire, and taking action becomes easy and fun and effortless, really. So you're taking action from an empowered space instead of like a have-to space. So anyway, if you choose to work with me, we'll get on a call to see if we're a good fit for working together. I will send you a questionnaire to kind of hone in on your specific needs and desires, and you'll also receive a client contract with the terms of our working together and all that. And really, I'll create a customized plan with you. And if you sign up before October 31st, so usually the program is 3 months, but if you sign up before October 31st, you receive an extra month of coaching, so the program ends up being 4 months instead of 3. And there's also a discount if you decide to pay in full. So anyway, if you are interested in Create Your Magical Life in the program, this VIP one-on-one coaching program that's customized specifically to your needs, to your desires, to your vision, let me know, DM me, or you can also, you can message me, you can leave a comment below, and I will get back to you. So that is all I had. If you missed the beginning, you can go back and watch the replay. Thank you so much for your presence. Your presence was a gift, so I guess. And I will be live again tomorrow, sharing more practices in terms of how you can create your magical life. And let me know if you have any questions, leave them below, and I hope to connect with you soon. Sending you love.